Just to remind you that I wanted to give the update of what we are doing. We see that this week we're looking at the 6J, which is a future of the JPY. And we said, let me pardon and make it clear, JPY, it negatively correlates with anything paired with it. For example, if the JPY is going down, anything like CAD JPY should be bullish. USD JPY should be bullish. Euro JPY should be bullish. Audi JPY, all of them, they'll be bullish the moment it's going down. So this week, I said that I'm going to focus on the JPY pairs. And that's where my focus is up to now. So when you look at this pair, we've been waiting for it to turn to break this low here. Because remember, if I just take you back to where we started from, we wanted to see the weekly time frame. We wanted to see it break the what we call. We looked at the JPY pair in terms of the commercials, what they were doing. So if we come to the weekly time frame, we had to look at this. So I'm just trying to review, just like to give you a heads up, so that you can understand exactly what I mean. But I've been telling you that all this time we're going to buy all the JPY pairs. So this one's just to give you an update of what is coming. And when you find time, take your time and just monitor those pairs. So going back to the weekly time frame, okay? And when you go back to the weekly time frame, you can see the Japanese future. This Japanese future, which is just the JPY. So what we're doing here is that we're trying to look for what commercials are doing, and I'm actually just going direct because you know that they are selling. So I'm just going direct to look at their strength of what they are doing, and because we've been waiting for this, so probably this is not the first video I'm making, but you have seen other videos. So let me bring it out, but I think my internet's a little bit slow. I don't know what's up, but not getting the response I expect. Let's give it a minute. You need to have some indicators here. So we see, we look at this blue, these are the commercials, and they are heavily selling. So once we saw that, we knew that these commercials were in the market, they were selling. So we wanted to position ourselves along with them so that we align with them and we try to, to emulate or to follow what they are doing. So here, I don't notice this popping out on my screen. So guys, bear just with me that I get these things off the screen. Okay, so when you have this, you know that commercials are selling. The moment they are selling, we want to look at the valuation. The valuation, you see that we use the daily time frame. Put the valuation there. And we're looking at the daily time frame. We look at the daily time frame. This is where the price was overvalued. And this is just a continuation of the price to the downside there. So what do we do here? We already know that the price is overvalued, and what we wanted to see, we're waiting for the JPY. We're waiting for the JPY because it tapped into this particular zone there. There's a weekly what? There's a weekly supply here that was tapped like that, and price went down. But we try to refine it on the daily time frame. But on daily time frame, there was this pending supply there. It was there. So we wanted to see if the price really wants to go down, then to break the structure there. To give us, after going back into this shift, because you can see after price tapping the weekly supply, went down, came back there. Around this zone on the first time frame, we had a zone that had not been mitigated as supply. If you look here, you're going to see a supply zone there that has not been mitigated. So the price came back, tapped into it. And for it to go down, actually, that's why I'm kind of uncomfortable, because when the price tapped there, I wanted to use a 1 hour time frame, wait for break of structure. Okay. I wanted to see this price break down, actually break to this level. This is a change of character here. Let me just to remove the watermark there. Okay. So let's see break the structure like this. I'll probably go back to a supply, which is this one, and push to the downside. That's my point of view. So I could have capitalized on this move to the downside, but I did not because I want to swing trade my position. So I don't want to take small position there. But we realize that we're waiting for the 6J, which is the future of the JPY, because the moment the JPY is going to go down, all the JPYs, because it affects them negatively, they are going to be bullish. And that's why when you look at the first pair that I shared with you guys, the first one that I gave you on my list was the NSD JPY, and you're looking for to buy it. So you can see here, the price seems to be starting now to push higher, of which there was a confirmation there, but let's just forget about that. Let me show you what I was looking at. To move this one, and I'll go to the daily now, because I know that this feature of the JPY, JPY affect all these pairs negatively. So the moment it's just going to start going down, I'm starting to buy all the JPY pairs. So when we come to this particular time frame here on the weekly, I see when we come here on the weekly time frame, we see that if I just bring out this COT, what you can see commercials are buying, but they are not above the 80 line there. When they are above the 80%, it's always a very strong buy. So they are buying, but not yet strong, right? But let's look at the valuation. See that the valuation use the daily time frame. So the valuation, you see the price was overvalued there and went down here. So the price has been playing down here. So you can see when you come here into these pairs and you start applying the indicator, you kind of get a little bit confused. So it will be better off if you look at the future, all right? You just look at the future and you come up with a conclusion. The future. Now, let's look at the cycle, expectation of the cycle. You see, cycle, it tells you that this player is going to buy, and this is what we want to see. So because we have this information that JPY, it affects these other pairs negatively. When it goes down, they go up. So the moment you have that future of the 6J, let me go back. The 6J, which is the JPY. And we're looking forward to see this pair go where? Go to the good downside. Already we're going to buy all those JPY pairs. We don't care what will happen to those other pairs, but we're going to buy them. So if I'm going to use the NSD as the one example, because this is the pair we've been looking at, all of us, let me just delete everything here so they have a clean chart, because we know that we're going to buy this pair. And we know that the JPY has started to turn, to rotate to the downside. So I can go to a 4 hours and start looking for something that looks like a demand, right? When you come to the 4 hours, remember this was our earlier initial demand that was violated, and that's why the lesson that we have learned from this is that wait for the future to turn, because the moment you come to the currency and you mark your demand, sometime it will fail unless the future also turns, all right? So the future has turned, and when I look at this, I see that this was a mistake I made here, which is accepted and correct. But now these were the prices. And I've seen the future is now turning bearish, the future of the JPY. And I know that it's going to affect all pairs, like NSD JPY is automatically going to be a buy. Euro JPY, CAD JPY, USD JPY, all of them, they are going to be bullish. So I have to start scanning around here and look for a demand. So you can see when I look down there, I could see this demand, this one here, this one, and just to mark it better, it's supposed to be like this. So far, I'm having a wider demand there, but if you have to find, then I'm going to this one. But still, this place is very far. How many pips? Let's see. From where the price is to around where we're gonna go, almost 170 pips, which is very far. So we need to look around this one. I'll have to change the time frame and start scanning around to see what do we have. If I scan around here, let me go to 3 hours time frame. We must find something. I think I always use, if I'm not using the first demand, I'll always go to the 2 hours time demand. So when I go to the 2 hours demand, let's see all of this. If you look at this zone as the liquidity of that, then here we seem to have levels that have not been mitigated. Let me try to see this. What do we have here? I'm not using the 2 hours, but let me just switch on now and see if there's something solid here. Yeah, okay, here I can see demand. It has not been tapped to this level. And this one is a demand that has not been tapped. So when I'm looking at this and you know this demand is supported by, I'm always looking at the fair value gap as what? The bullish support. So this demand is sitting on this fair value gap, which is a bullish support. And I want to look at it as a strong zone. So let's see how the price is relating with it here. You can see the price tapping into it and the price trying to react there. So if I look at it, in fact, I saw a position of which I wanted to buy today, but I left it because I wanted strong confirmation. I could see this is the last high, causing the low that was broken there, which was just to be a change of character, a shift there. Let me just show you. I'm showing you an example. A change of character there. And this was a demand that had not been tapped here. So if I went to the 5 minute time frame, look for an entry, I could have even traded this move, but I was not comfortable because I'm not looking forward to open a trade and close, all right? I want to swing trade this position. If you look here, you can see on the 5 minutes, our entry model, this is a high that caused the low, which is a change of character again there. Now, this being a change of character, this was our, if you check my videos, I have many models to enter the trade. I have almost 3 models. You remember those guys, you check my first videos on Telegram, we're going to see that I have this, what you call inducement here. Inducement there, then we have the supply or unmitigated demand here. It was tapped. And you can see the price already went to the upside. How many pips are this? Let's see. I saw this, but I did not want to enter this trade because this was yes, a day late, but in terms of pips, it has made some good number of pips to around 63 pips here. If you look at that. Those who don't know how to read the pips here, let me just also educate you on something. Look for this tool. Who's it? This one here. I think it's found, let's look at it. It's found where? Because I'm sure that some still have the challenge of reading pips. Okay, it's here. It's when you scroll down, it's called price range, all right? Price range. If you want to see the date range here, if you want to know how many days the price took, for example, if I take this tool here and I measure from this low, you see it's giving me hours to around that zone. The price from this low to that high, it has taken how many hours? 2 hours, 25 minutes, right? It has taken 2 hours, 25 minutes. So that is what it means, but we don't need this one here. So this is a tool I want you to look for. Just come here, scroll down there, look for price range. When you get it, allow me to delete this one. When you get it, just you can put it as your favorite. For example, you see mine. I placed it as the favorite so that it's always down here on my screen. Down here, where is it? It's always down. It's always down, 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 down. Where is it? I lost it again. Okay, see. So it's when you place it where you want to enter and you just keep pushing higher. That this 63, that's the number of pips this market has moved. So that was just an example. So let's forget, let's delete these things here. Let's delete because that was if you want to just go in a trade and you get it because the price will still retrace there. Now, what is my stand? What am I looking forward into this pair NSD-JPY? Because remember, I'm relying on the future of the JPY. Whatever the JPY does is what makes me to make a decision on this particular pair. And if you look at this one, let me just have my, like putting my shade here, that this become my point of interest. So I like, if I'm looking forward to some trade a pair, I'll want to get a bigger time frame change of character. I want to see the price breaking this structure as my what? As my change of character. As my change of character. Where is it? Change of character. Okay. I want to see this pair does this, like go up. No, the price will just create inducement and go up. then it will return. That's why I've told you that I did not want to enter here because the price will return. Take out my previous low and probably you see this order block there, maybe tap there and now start buying. And the reason I was still waiting, I did not want to use this chalk, the lower time from chalk, is because the market has not done what? The market, even the 6J itself, it has not broken. It has not given me the change of character. Let's just go back to the 6J. When you come here, oh, this is the 6 and 6J is it? Yeah, it is the JPY future. You can see it has stepped to the point of interest, but it has not broken this level, which is a change of character. It has not given us a change of character. And that's why I don't want just to jump into a sell because we see that we also have a zone there that is unmitigated. This price can decide to do this and go there, break the structure, all right, go up again to a supply zone before selling to the downside. And this might happen. So that's why I'm not running into a trade as early as now. I want to make sure that it broke the structure because the moment it broke the structure, this is going to be a very good assurance that the price is intending to go down, but it will retrace back probably to this supply, then will go down. So that's why I'm waiting for the change of character on the 1 hour also of the 6Js before I could do it, before I could go fully, into this pair. But here I can make some small position. For example, if this price returns here, let me show you. If this price returns into this unmitigated order block, yeah, I can put my buy limit here. Show you my buy limit here. Put my stop just below the order block there. And I can target this high, right? This high at least, because what happened? The price will go higher and it still retrace back to the downside, yeah? The price will go higher, break the structure, and it will retrace before it pushes to the upside completely. That's why I can just capitalize this move from this low. Oh, let's see how many pips are this here. From here to around this zone, this is almost 130 pips. This is not bad. So that's the level I'm going to monitor keenly and I get a trade myself there and I go up. So if you can be able to follow this one, it will be better. So let me now give you what I'm thinking. So that's my first point of interest on the JPY, looking forward. But as much as I'm looking at this level can only be valid if the 6J, if the 6J, the future, breaks the structure, okay? Now let me bring in the other JPY pairs that I'm looking for to buy. There's another pair here. Now, if I look at this one, you can see this one I already even marked the zone, yeah? Because I already had my demand here. I don't know which time frame did I get this demand. Let me try to look at it. Okay, I don't know where did I get it. What time frame? How did I get this demand? Okay. I don't know how I got this demand here. Okay, I used 30 minutes. I think I used 30 minutes to get this demand because I had this candle here. This is not a 30 minutes demand. Probably this 1 hour. This 2 hours to demand here. Because I must have something reasonable. Go back. Yeah, probably it's just here. I remember I was looking at this. No. This need the 2 hours demand. How did I get this? Okay, yeah, it's here. The reason I picked this zone, I've seen, because I was looking at this, the demand that was here, the down close candle, and we see that when the price is bullish, down close candles, we look at them as what? We look at them as bullish order blocks. So the price went higher, came down here. This is the last down close candle. So the move started from here. So I took the base, the cross of this green candle, and the low of that candle there, and I looked at that zone as what as my demand, and I just I placed it here, and I wanted to wait for the price to come and see what will happen. But you can see This also pair is turning, the JPY is also turning. So I'm just looking at, for me to go in fully and carefully, I'll go back to 1 hour because I like using the 1 hour change of character for better swing trade because this is the high. This is only high that caused this major low. So I want to see the price break that level, right? Price break that level. So what I'm waiting for me to buy these pairs, I don't know, maybe today or probably tomorrow early, get to see the price go higher. Then when it returns to my supply, then I'll do what I'll buy. So it cannot even return to this low, but anything, it might bring or build something like a supply here. And I'm going to keep updating you guys on these pairs. So these are the pairs I'm monitoring. You see, all of them are waiting to buy. Let me give you like a GPP JPY again. Let's just mark that there because all of these pairs, we're going to buy all of them. That's why I say that this week we have more opportunities. We have more opportunities in the GPP JPY. Let's just look at the demand here. Let's see, I can see even I had another demand there, but let me just go to bigger time frame and look at the levels of interest whereby I'm looking for to buy these pairs. Let me delete what we have here. We do it with you. So here we see, we know that we're going to buy this pair. So where are we going to buy? Can go the first time frame, start looking for demand zone, levels that looks like demands, right? Because we know that the price is now turning. So when looking to this range, everything seems to be mitigated. This level, this other block, you can see this one is here also mitigated. So if that level is mitigated, then what are we doing here? We are going to change our time frame to 3 hours. Okay, when you change our time frames to the 3 hours time frame, I can see some levels here and mitigated, but let me go to the 2 hours for clarity. Now, when you look at this zone, you can see some levels. For example, you see here, that level, and it's low. This is a very good zone that has not been mitigated. If I zoom in a little bit, you're going to notice that this is a zone that is unmitigated. Here, a good demand. So let's see, the price almost tapped here. What's remaining here? Okay, this one almost tapped there. I want to see exactly the level being tapped. Yeah. Okay, this is the zone that is unmitigated in terms of demand. I can't see anything else here. Yeah, for sure, this is just the only level that is unmitigated. But you can see the price went lower there, almost tapping that level. So what are we looking at? Probably we can look at this low as well as our engineering liquidity, or just liquidity sweep. Can use what we call X here. And this level can be our solid demand that we have wished that the price taps here. So what do? You can just mark that zone like that, wait. So the price can do, already it has swept liquidity. If you look at there, this low has been swept. So we can have something like, if the price breaks this high that caused this low, it has swept liquidity. We break that level, that becomes our first change of character there. Becomes our first change of character there. So sorry, I need to get my change of character in 1 hour, not the 4 hours there. But it's just still the same, because that's the major high that caused the low. So you look at this for better swing trade. Want to see the price go higher, break the structure. That's the intention that it wants to go higher. Then when it returns to any demand there, another demand, then we'll be looking for to see price go higher. But all of these pairs, we want to buy all of them. That's the GJ. Then another pair we can trade is the USD JPY. So let me go to USD JPY. I think I have it here. So GJ, what's the GJ? What's the GJ? I need to have to put all my JPY pairs here. Oh, let me remove this one. This one. I need to have my GJ. My GJ, that was a wonder. Need to add one on my list. So all the GJ pairs, they have to be up there. Okay, I'll put it this after gold. So this GJ. Let's look at this DJPY. All of them, we want to buy all of these pairs, man. So let's see what we have here. In this pair on the USDJPY, let's look on the left. We see on the daily, what's the demand? You can see this candle here and this up here. Okay, so this become a valid demand zone. It has been tapped. So okay, there. So if this level is tapped, let's now go to the 1 hour time frame. Wait for the change of character. See, yes, DJPY, it's very fast. Let's go back there and look for something. It's a minute. Mhm. Demand of down on was it the first time frame? On daily, sir, on daily, yes. But to mark everything cleanly, sir. I mean cleanly. What kind of language is that? And to make sure that I'm marking from the top of this down close candle. I know that I'm supposed to do it from here, but I'm just trying to stay there. But the demand itself, in fact, the refined demand start from this, right? This candle here. If I do this, see that that's the correct demand. But I've just taken this low because it has done what it has swept some liquidity here. That's why I've taken that low. Because I've taken that low. So I have this, and this is the correct demand that I was supposed to mark, but I like working with the refined things, so you can see this is the correct demand has been tapped, and the one below that was just a wide one, but this one is the most refined one here. But I'll just keep it. I'll just remove it because I have mine there. Comfortable working with that. Then the change of character, I'll have to go to 1 hour time frame because the price has to turn, rotate into this 1 hour time frame here. Where is the high that caused the low? I have this, the major high, causing the low to the downside. So I want to see the price first, break that level. This is my change of character. If the price goes higher and break this level, then return, you can see there's a very, very nice, good demand there. It comes back there, then boom. Be looking for it to do it, to buy from a demand like this one, right? But only we wait until the price breaks the structure to the upside. So waiting there, that's my USD JPY. Any JPY pair here, we have the, I think, Euro JPY. Have we checked on the Euro? Okay, I've done the Euro JPY, USD JPY. Let's look at this CTF JPY. Okay, this one is also the same because remember we said that all the JPYs are going just to give us the same move. So let me go to the daily and look for demand, a reason that can take the price to the upside. You can see this where the price is, and we know that this price will buy. And you can see previously, the price came to almost this level. We can see the only thing is good, visible enough to see is that sweep of liquidity there. That's the only thing I can give or I can see as for now. But let's look into this range if we have a demand there. You can use the hours, like setting the hours, looking for something reasonable. I see there was this demand here, but it was violated. The law was violated. So we have to go to 3 hours, look for something better. Claim 3 hours, I'm still seeing this level. being a sweep of liquidity there. So where else can we go to our time frame? The 2 hours time frame. Do you have a pending zone here? Pending zone. Okay, I can't see anything better. Okay, to go to 1 hour. It's the last one. I don't want to go beyond that. I don't see anything here. So what do we have? We can go with what we have seen on the 4 hours time frame. Sweep of liquidity. Where's the liquidity sweep? This one. The low has been swept. That, so that one is a sweep of liquidity there. Supposed to be X. Okay, sweep of liquidity. After that liquidity has been swept, what is happening there? We know that this price is trying to go to push higher. So we can go to 1 hour time frame and look at the price again where the liquidity was swept. You need to go back and just look at it. You can see this low was swept, and on the other side here, we don't have anything we can claim to be an order block or something, because the only place, everything is mitigated, everything that's been tapped, so we cannot have a zone there. But let's come back here. Here we can see the price is turning to the upside for us to buy. We'll have to wait until this is broken, which will be our change of character chalk there, because we want to buy all I've said that we're going to buy all the JPY pairs. So we're waiting and to see the price go higher, break the structure, retrace. We have a demand here, but this one is we have a demand here, but all of them that are mitigated. But this one, at least this one is better, then we can go higher. That from this level, right from this level there, because this one is mitigated. But remember, this is still valid because it has some liquidity there. And being a down close candle, don't be surprised to see price come here. So it's just a level to monitor keenly. Then you'll be buying the CGF JPY. All of them are going to buy them. Another pair, somebody, let's talk of the card JPY. Card JPY. I'm going to have at least 5 pairs. Card JPY. Don't even have card JPY in my list. So let me try to see if I have card. Okay, need to have card JPY there. So I never had card JPY before. I have it there. We do not have card JPY. So what do we do? Just push it up there where we have other JPY pairs. Then come in there. Then use this CHF, go down. Go down. So card JPY is here. We see we have just the same setup. Go to daily. Look for a zone. Where do we have? What do we have here? If I use the weekly, let me just use the weekly first to see if there's a weekly demand. On the weekly, we don't have a weekly demand. There's only level. I think the price just came into that. There's a small fair value gap here, and you see that when the price is bullish, all the fair value gap become what? Become bullish order blocks. Not bullish order blocks, but become support zones there. So I think on weekly don't have anything, but let me go to daily, see if I can find anything there. Still, I can't find anything solid, except this order block. We see that when the price bullish, all down close candles are bullish order blocks here, but that's not solid enough. So let's look for something again on the left. Sorry, no, not on the left, but here. That was the weekly fair value gap that was tapped. But here on the daily, on the 4 hours, have this bullish order block. This one. And this level, but this level is too huge. Let's try to refine it into a different time frame. Try to refine this zone. I'll go with this. Can you see it looks like what we had on SDJPY, yeah? This one, I'll work with this better. So this is my level of interest there. Do this, and I'll be looking forward this level since it has been tapped. And this is my point of interest here. So I'll go to 1 hour time frame and look for change of character. Look at that 1 hour time frame. wait for the price to break the structure there, which should be our change of character. And if that is our change of character, what do we do? For the price to break the structure, return. Can you see there's a good demand there? It might even go down there, tap on that demand and push higher. So these are just the levels that I'm watching. I'm preparing to buy all those GPY pairs because I've tapped in our point of interest. Any other pair, guys, any other pair. So how many GPY we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 GPY pairs is okay. One more. Which one can I do? NSD, okay, have that. Euro GPY, you have GPP GPY, CAD GPY, CHF GPY. I think I have all the GPY pairs here that I will have wanted us to trade. So those pairs, I think we have them. So anything else we can look at? Okay, this is the reason I wanted us to buy all the GPY pairs. I said so, focusing into that. But I can share something more out of the topic, which is the the dollar. All right, we know that the dollar, it negatively affects these other pairs, right? These are the pairs. So the dollar. So look at the future of the dollar here. Let me just go to. Let me just delete everything again here so that I give you the heads up. We go to the weekly time frame. We look at the commercials. Commercials, what are they doing there? You see commercials are heavily selling, so the dollar is weak. If the dollar is weak, let's see the valuation. See the valuation, we use the daily time frame. Look at that. The valuation, the price is overvalued and you expect the price to drop. The forecast, what is the expectation of the dollar? You see, you're expecting the dollar to fall. So you expected the dollar to fall. So this is another good confirmation there. So what else can we do here? We can now start looking for a zone where we can do what we can sell the dollar. So when you look on the daily time frame, we see that we have a zone here, supply that has already been tapped. And since this supply has been tapped there, what do we do? This supply that has been tapped here, what we can do, we can go to a 4 hours time frame or 1 hour and look for a zone that might give us a shift. So go there, the 3 hours, and I think want to go to 1 hour time frame because I love using the 1 hour time frame after getting a zone. So you can see when I go get this zone, inside this zone, I can see I have a good supply that has swept some liquidity. All right, it has swept some liquidity there. So this tells me that I'm going to have what? This zone as what? As my supply that has been tapped, right? So if this supply has been tapped, let me just do this, take this one back. There's a bigger time frame. Supply, but this one is the one that is refined. So for me to see the dollar go down, to be sure that it wants to go down because you see it broke the structure. The last break of structure was there. We can call it the BOS. But here we have this low, which is a change of character. It is a chalk. It's supposed to be taken out. So for the dollar to show me that, for me to be sure that this dollar wants really to go down, has to do what? To break the structure, return to any supply zone, then push to the downside. The moment start pushing to the downside, what happens? Probably I'll be looking for to buy those other pairs because it affects those other pairs negatively. But for now, I'll wait. So when you see I have the USD card here, have the USD, for example, I'll give you an example of a pair I was looking at, Euro USD. The moment the dollar is going down, for example, the moment the dollar is going down, I have an example of the USD card here. I was looking forward to see the moment the dollar is going down. Let's just come here, the bigger time frame, the daily. We say that we say that the dollar affects these other pairs negatively. So we want to know if the dollar is going down, what happens? the dollar becomes what? Becomes weak. If it becomes weak, what happens? Let's look at the index here. Just look at the index here. You see USD card is heavily selling, right? They are heavily selling. So the dollar becomes weak. The moment that it becomes weak, it fails to do what? To buy, right? And it will automatically sell. So when the dollar is weak, we see here, we look at that, we have these guys selling. Have the, when you go to what you call the valuation indicator, what do we see? We see that the price is not yet overvalued. So this one means that we'll have to wait until the price is up there. And you can see the USD card. Then the forecast, what is the expectation there? Cycle. Okay. So you can see that when you bring the focus there, we see that expecting to see what? To see the USD card to do what? To sell. But as for now, this is not something that I'm focusing on. This is a topic maybe for next week, but for right now, my focus goes into the JPY pairs. That's where I'm putting all my energy this week and this week actually. Then to go through about gold again, a little bit just about gold as I end this session. When you go to gold here, we say that look at gold's commercials are heavily doing what? Commercials are heavily selling it. You see very strong sell there. They are very, very strong sell. But when you look at the valuation, the price has not done, has not yet, it's not yet overvalued. So that's why we're not okay to sell this pair. We are not selling this pair for now. But I just looked at it technically on the 4 hours time frame. I saw this was a supply price taps there, went down, returned there. I was looking at the same level on 1 hour time frame. I saw this supply, hidden supply tapped there, it reacted, but nothing's happening here. So we're not trading this pair. So otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. And I'm still monitoring this price so that the moment I get the strong confirmation, I'll let you know. So keep checking in, keep watching. And probably today we must have also a live lesson in the evening. Otherwise, guys, have a good day.